right, welcome to day 24 of 25 days of holiday nails. That means we are one day away from the conclusion, but this is actually going to be the last solo nail that we're going to do. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit different, and you'll know why tomorrow. But today we have another vial of transfer foils. So I know that we've done this already, and I used the Macart foil gel that came with the advent calendar, but I want to try and use the Macart nail art foil glue because if I remember correctly, I've had more success with it, and I want to see if I can get it to work a little bit better. I do want to do a snowman nail, so we'll see. This will just be for the background, and I'm starting off with two coats of this beautiful Silver Magic, and then I have a matte top coat on top of it. So we're going to go in with some foil. I'm going to do a strip, I think. We'll see what happens, diagonally across the nail. And this is a beautiful holographic transfer foil, which I actually have one that's very similar already that I got off of Amazon. So I'm just gonna cut a strip and then put this back into the vial. And away you go to sit with the other ones that I don't use. Honestly, it's not something that I ever really was attached to. I think I've used it 2 or 3 times in the past 2 years that I've been doing nails. But yeah, we'll play around with it today and see what kind of look we can get. So for the Macart nail glue, or the art foil glue, it says cure in a UV LED lamp, but it doesn't give an amount of time. Generally speaking, the amount of time ranges from 90 seconds to 2 minutes. So I am going to do 2 minutes and then let the nail cool for about 15 seconds before we go and apply the foil. So I'm going to go in a diagonal fashion across the center of the nail. Maybe bring it up a little bit. And I'm going to cure that for 2 minutes. All right, so we're just letting the nail cool a little bit since it's been in the lamp. It's a little warm. And I've been told that, well, not told directly, but I've seen in videos that if you let it cool a little bit better, the transfer foil adheres more reliably. So we'll see if that's true. I've also heard that you could wipe the layer off of the back of the foil and it'll stick better, but I know I said I was going to do that in another video, but I'm not in the mood. All right, so let's see if this works. I'm gonna stick it down to the center. I'm going to get my silicone tool, which is somewhere. We're just going to push it up the center, down the sides. I can tell it already does seem to be sticking a lot better than with the Madame Glam version. And no hate towards Madame Glam. I mean, some things work, some things don't, and maybe it's something that I'm doing wrong with their specific foil gel. But I haven't had much success with it. So we're going to continue on with the Macart one. Smoothing it down, and you can see it's already lifting from the portion that's adhered to the nail. I'm not pushing hard. I'm just trying to make sure I get all corners. All right, that's pretty darn good. I mean, obviously there's some wrinkling just because of the nature of the fact that the nail bends and doesn't conform to the same shape as the foil. We'll see if we can get a few more areas here. But yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm going to go over this with I think matte for now, just so that I can polish on top of it for the design. And then we'll shiny top coat it afterwards. So where's my nuts? Why do I keep putting it away? So for our snowman, I'm going to go in and put in his head, torso, and bottom. And then we're going to get into decorating. Now, snowman's pretty simple. They're just circles on top of circles. You can make some of them square, kind of like Olaf from Frozen. It's really the way that you want to do it. But the top one should be smaller, the middle one mid-sized, and then the bottom one a little bit larger. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a cure and then go in with the second coat. All right, so now we're going to be putting in his coal buttons. I think they're made out of coal. Oh, actually, no, I skipped a step. Sorry, backing up. I want to put in some shadowing between the different snowballs. So I've got the shadow gel by Nails by Dev. I'm just decanting some onto my palette. And then I'm going to put it wherever a shadow would be cast, and that's from the bottom of the head and then the bottom of the torso. So it's going to go a little bit underneath in an arc and then down the side. And then I'm going to use a little bit of alcohol to thin it out. And then same with underneath the torso. And then on the left side of the face. All right, so before I cure, I'm gonna go ahead and put in his buttons. And then with the smaller dotting tool, I'm going to put in his eyes. And then for his carrot nose, I've got my orange gel. It's just going to come out at an angle. So I want to give him a little hat, and I think I'm going to use a Starlight from earlier in the advent calendar. And then I might use some blue for accents. So what blue do I want to use? I think maybe something a little pale. Actually, I like New Quest better. Ah! Okay, before we get orange gel all over the place, so I'm going to start with Starlight, and I'm going to draw it in. It's going to be like a little beanie. So I'm going to draw it in, going at a curve over the top of his head. And then going up, widening the brim a bit. I think probably going to have to do a few coats, which is fine. Okay, now going in to put in the beanie part of his hat, which is going to come up at a half moon shape. So I went and put in some lines to make the hat stand out a little bit more, to give it some texture. I felt the white, you really couldn't see it with the background and everything, especially once we go and we shiny top coat everything. I was worried that it might blend in a little bit too much. But now I want to give it a pom-pom, because every beanie hat has to have a pom-pom. So I'm going to take some of the blue, which is called New Quest, and just dot it up above. And then we're going to take our liner brush and pull it out so it looks like it's floofy. Now that the hat's done, I want to go in and give him a scarf, and then we'll be finished outside of top coating and whatnot. I did mix the blue called New Quest with Starlight to give it a little bit of pop, and we're just going to go in. Actually, I'm not going to use the blender. I'm going to go in with our liner brush and just put in the little swag. Give him some swag. I'm going to bring it out a little bit further than his body so it looks like it's wrapped around his neck. All right, so that concludes day 24 of 25 days of holiday nails with Madame Glam's Advent Calendar. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you did, give me a like and a subscribe and hit that notification bell. I finished up the scarf the same way that I did the beanie hat with some hash marks to delineate it from the rest of our snowman. I did have a little bit of bleeding of the black when I put on the top coat. I don't know if I'm having problems with the lamp or what else is going on, but I am having some problems with proper curing of my gel, so I'll have to look into maybe replacing my lamp soon, sooner rather than later. But that concludes this video. If you have any comments or questions as to the products or the techniques that I used in this video, please put them down in the comment section below and hit that like and subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. All the information for the products I used will be in the description box below, and I will see you soon. Bye.